まだまだ
おお。
When your Loftwing carried you back, you were limp and unconscious. I feared the worst. Fortunately, you don't appear to have any serious injuries. For that much we can be grateful. But Link, where's Zelda? She was with you, was she not? What's happened to my daughter? A black tornado, you say? That was no ordinary storm. You must not push yourself. You're still recovering. Tell me, when you saw Zelda today, did anything about her seem off? I see, she was talking about the surface then. And you've been having dreams about a great mission. How interesting. I'm sorry. I was lost in thought there for a moment. It's all very strange, but I doubt there's much of a connection between these things. I'm concerned for Zelda, but so long as she's with her Loftwing, I'm sure she'll be fine. Either way, daybreak has yet to arrive. It would be very difficult to spot one girl and her bird in the dark of night. It would also be very dangerous. Rest now, Link. Zelda's going to be fine. She's out there alive. I know it. had to put on some freaking pajama pants and some and get my robe just to put behind me. It's freaking chimby in here, dude. Super chimby. Okay. And we're back. Well, you know, keeping in with true Zelda tradition, everything's good, and then it's not anymore. It's funny because, you know, you're going through... Well, so the game opens up with something dark and something otherworldly coming from the ground and screeching. And it shows it eating Link in his dreams, right? Oh, no freaking way. Hold on, we can... Oh, we see Fledge. What the crud? I didn't know you could freaking peer through. Hey, Fledge, you just standing there? Doing nothing? Buddy? You know, after he froze and was just staring at us when we were having a conversation in the last part, this is haunting. Fledge just, when nobody's looking at him, he just dissociates. He just stands perfectly still in his room and dissociates. Oh, you know what I just realized? I just realized that this is, like, that what Link does in his spare time is... This is Link's room, right? Yeah, this is our room. He makes wooden statues. I wonder if he made the bird statue that was used for the ceremony. But yeah, see, he has two statues up here, and then he has, like, wood blocks and, like, chisels and mallets and stuff, and he's crafting a new one. That's super funny. Anywho, yeah, so... Oh. More money, always good. I think this game lulls you into a false sense of security with its colors and its whimsical music, and the sort of the fleeting, like, will they won't they obvious romance between Link and Zelda, and you're having a fun time, and the rivalry between Groose, and you're meeting all these characters, and you're in this, like, crazy sky island where people meet birds when they're newborns, and, you know, it's like, you start to buy into this, like, oh yeah, this is, like, what a lovely little game this is. I wonder, oh, now that we became a knight, well, surely that'll be what means... Well, it makes us go on the classic Zelda adventure, right? But no, that's not. That can't be it. That can't be all. In every game, they start with some sort of tragedy striking, and this game's no different. And I mean, this is not the first game to start with a kidnapping either. In fact, it is the third game to start with a kidnapping. They sure did like that idea. They sure did like breaking up the status quo by having somebody be kidnapped. But the fact that it's specifically, oh, I'm sorry, not kidnapped, but lost, tossed away in a storm. Although it was not a natural storm. And I think it is also pretty telling that both the Link of this game and the Zelda were both the ones having ominous dreams. That seemed to be plaguing their thoughts just a bit. Zelda more than Link. The sort of vacant stares that she would give off down into the clouds every time she heard that call, whatever that call may be. But I do love this moment with Link with Gepora is talking to him and says, so she has not come back, and Link explains the whole thing, and for the first time we see Link truly with a voice. We don't hear him talk, of course, not to say he literally has like a voice that we can hear, but the fact that we hear him, or we see him explaining and talking to Gepora and explaining all this stuff that's happening, and he even goes so far as to tell him his dreams, it shows that they're handling the story a little bit differently this time. Link is going to has a confidant. He trusts Gepor and is willing to confide in him. But I like how the moment Link explains what happened out there, and Gepor is like, so she's still out there somewhere. We haven't found her yet. That's concerning. Link immediately gets up, puts on his shoes, and it's like about to head out. Like even after what just happened to him, no doubt he is not in a good condition. Although he's not physically hurt to any like large degree. But I love the moment of everything you need to know about this Link is right in those 5 seconds of him immediately getting up to put his shoes on and get out there in the middle of the night. I think that just shows you everything you need to know. Not only that, but the fact that Zelda got thrown off of her loft wing, and Link went into a full-on nosedive into a tornado after her. Didn't even think twice about it. That's what it's always. That's the thing. This Link has a fierceness and a tenacity. I would say other Links always stand and rise to a challenge, right? All the other Links, but this one has a tenacity and and he sort of, well, we'll see this more so often later, but he gets this look in his eye. I've always thought about the look that he gets in his eyes at multiple points throughout the story, of like a man possessed, you know, of there's zero thoughts, only action. He is a man of action, and he is the one who is going to act first in any situation, right? I would say, if I had to say a characteristic between all Links, I would say Ocarina of Time, or between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, there is a somber perseverance to him. There is a resilience to that Link and the things that he goes through, exemplified in the things that he goes through. With Wind Waker Link, I would say there is a boldness and a brashness, which that supplies irony, given that he is a young child and is rarely equipped to tackle the challenges he goes through in that game. But also a Wind Waker Link also has a goofiness to him as well. That sort of that actually kind of supplements how bold he acts and how he and how quick he is to take action. I would say Twilight Princess Link has a fierceness to him. The fact that I think the fact that he is referred to as a beast, or he is told that he needs to be a beast, or is directly called a beast at multiple times throughout the game, it explains Twilight Princess Link. There is a darkness, a sort of a sharp edge to him. He kind of hones in on what needs to be done, and he's got this there's this anger in Twilight Princess Link. I feel like this sort of he's got a bit of a fury, a bit of a wolf's temper to him, you know. I would say this Link's main trait is determination. I think that's like the main thing. There's like the tenacity to him that all Links have, but then then what supplements the tenacity in this case is I would say Wind Waker, the goofiness, I guess you could say it's almost naivety. I think that's what supplements Wind Waker Link's tenacity is his sort of his naivety, of his character. That's what it's like. He rushes into problems head first, chasing after the boat at the beginning, rushing into a strike down Ganondorf both times, heading into Ganon's tower, no plan, getting withered down by the puppet, still standing before Ganon to fight him. It's tenacity fueled by a naivety that he lacks the understanding of his own limitations, and because of that he has no limitations, right? I know it sounds negative, but it's that Link's positive, I would say. Because he does not understand his own limitations, he has none now. He operates under every situation as if he has none. What supplements this Link, Skyward Sword Link's tenacity, and sort of quick action, is his determination. It's when there is a goal set out in front of him, it's his determination to see it through regardless of his own condition, any surrounding situation, or anything external to him. I think that's what makes this Link special. An admittedly haunting glimpse of such a strange figure just standing a distance away. I believe this is just called Fi's theme. It's one of the most beautiful songs in the game. The song that played before, where Link and Zelda were both standing at the bottom of the Goddess Tower, and while they were flying through the air, is called Romance in the Air, which I love that theme. I was listening to it and I got a little misty, and I was wondering why it was reminding me of something. I think I really like that song because it sounds, there's a lot of elements to it that sound very much like a song from the game Flower, which is one of my favorite games of all time. I love Flower, if not only for the music. Also, if you wondered, see, they let me keep my sword. If you were wondering at all who Fi is, well, this would be her. That's no real spoiler. She was a Jeez. Yeah, for some reason, the animals get a little feisty at night. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, I forgot those things freaking flap their ears to fly. I don't know if you noticed there, but the big chew jellies, again, I started explaining it a bit in the last episode, but because of there's such a stronger focus, combat focus, see ya. See if you wait, they can fly back. Just in case you were concerned about killing the headmaster's pet. Yeah, but because there was so much more focus on the sword play in this game, more so than the other Zelda games, and like fleshing it out and giving you more control over individual sword strikes. Every single enemy is sort of designed with that, or a lot of the enemies are designed with that in mind. For instance, the big chew jellies that split up into other ones, which I kind of like this design. It's a little fun. If you if you slash them once, they will break apart into different patterns, and sometimes you can strike. If they break off into a pattern that's vertical, if the two chew jellies are like stacked on top of each other, you can then it's getting a little dangerous. Oh, like that. If I was fast enough, if you're fast enough, what you can do is cut them both, kill them both at the same time, and prevent them from reforming immediately. It's pretty cool. It's little things like that that make the combat in this game particularly good. I would say, as far as best combat goes, it's probably a toss-up between this game and Breath of the Wild for very different reasons. But we'll see when we get to the harder combat in this game. I might change my mind. There's one combat trial in particular, the equivalent of a cave of ordeals of sorts. Strange though, there was just keys and stuff. Well, like with the keys, for instance, right? Oh, I like the little sound it makes when they sort of disapparate. I do appreciate that they didn't from what I remember, they don't, at least sometimes, they don't interrupt the music that plays with combat music. Like in Twilight Princess, for instance, it's a little annoying during Midna's Lament that they interrupt Midna's Lament with the combat music. I feel like that should at least have been the one point in the game where they didn't do that. A familiar sight, a sword and a stone. But not the sword we know. The one chosen by my creator. I've been waiting for you. You will play a role in a great destiny. So I've been hearing. According to your social customs, I should provide you with my personal designation. Fee is the name I was given. I was created for the single purpose long before the recorded memory of your people. Now, okay, so Fee is one of those it is also a divisive thing in this game, because Fee is this game's partner character. All the games have one. Fee is pretty divisive because I think people like Fee a lot after the fact. When the game first came out, people hated Fee. Now, part of that might have just been because they kind of used Fee as a way to let you know your battery was running low a lot, which is annoying. Or to just constantly berate you with the same tips over and over again. Like, take a break, your battery's low, eat some food, go to sleep, please, you've been playing for 12 hours. But, I don't dislike Fee, I will say. I think her personality is not as... While her personality, I will say, she does not have my favorite. She's not, like... At least at the moment, I might change my mind. I've only played this game once. At the moment, she is not my favorite partner. But I do find something endearing about her, you know? I think there's something interesting about, as we've seen from this Link, he is a very, like, average Joe, like, lazy teenage boy, right? And we're going to see him, that he's a very emotional character, right? And his partner throughout his personal journey is essentially the equivalent of like an ancient spiritual AI, an ancient AI created by the gods, essentially. She's very cold, she's very logical, she's very much weighs things in terms of percent chances to accomplish a task. And she's very to the point, very like get down to business, right? She's basically like an ancient supercomputer in the palm of your hand. And because of that, she does not have a, it's not that she doesn't have a personality, it's that is her personality. So that can really, you know, it's very much a you like it or you don't sort of thing. I don't dislike it. I think it's good, it works for this game, and I think it works for this Link for reasons that we'll see. Here's the thing. I love her theme, and I love her look. I think her design is amazing. I think she's one of the coolest looking partners, for sure. Next to, like, Midna and the King of Red Lions. But yeah, we'll see as the game goes on, how Fi ends up feeling in the context of this game. Also, the fact that she is old as well, long before the recorded memory of your people, which I did not remember that. I must aid you in fulfilling the great destiny that is your burden to carry. Come, Link, you must take up this sword. As the one chosen by my creator, it is your destiny. Strange dreams troubling your sleep, my sudden appearance, uncertainty surrounding the fate of one you hold dear. Under the circumstances, it is only logical that you would exhibit some apprehension. To minimize your uncertainty, allow me to share some information. My projections indicate that this information has a high probability of altering your current emotional state. The one you seek, Honorable Zelda, is still alive. And the Spirit Maiden, the one you call Zelda, is another chosen one fated to be the part of a great mission. Of the same great mission. Therefore, should you wish to meet with your friend, I highly recommend you take up this sword before you set out to search for her. Does that information invigorate you? Are you ready to accept this sword? Now, here's the thing. That's, if Link with that information from anybody would set out to find her, right? But that is, without a doubt, that is manipulation. There's no getting around that fact. She even says, by my calculations, in your current emotional state, supplying you with this information has a high chance of changing your emotional state. She doesn't tell you that information for your own benefit. She doesn't tell you that information to help you. She tells you that information to get you to pursue this destiny, this greater destiny, which is her only job, it's her only purpose, it's her only wish at the moment. It's basically a partner setup that is very much like the Midna setup, where she is only using you. However, whereas Midnight was for purely selfish reasons, for Fee, it is not selfish because she does not. It is not that she wishes for something. It is that she is designed to accomplish something. It is the only thing. It is not that. It's not she does not have a choice to pursue it. It is that her purpose is to pursue it. So she will do anything and she will accomplish the task by any means necessary. I just think it's interesting that the very first moment you have with your partner in this game is her basically using your own personal wishes to convince you to do something. It seems that further persuasive measures will not be required. In the name of my creator, draw the sword and raise it skyward. You got the goddess sword. This mysterious sword is bathed in divine light. Recognition complete, Master. Link, my master. Link.
Ooh.
I've had my suspicions, but until now I wasn't sure. Yet here we are in the Chamber of the Sword, the very place where it was foretold the youth of legend would one day appear. It is said that this place was left to our people by the goddess herself. The very knowledge of this room's existence is a secret passed down to a select few each generation, along with a handful of words. Oh, I like how Link's holding it. He's almost coddling it. When the light of the goddess's sword shines bright, the great apocalypse will wake from its slumber. Do not fear, for it is then that a youth, guided by my hand, shall reveal himself in a place most sacred. It started days ago, a sword that I've kept secret all these years began to give off a faint, otherworldly light. At first, I was sure that I was seeing things, here alone with the sword. There was simply no other explanation. I never dreamed the prophecy of legend would come to pass in my lifetime. The words I have sworn to keep secret are coming true before my very eyes. The youth will be guided by one born of the Blade one. Of the Blade, one who is also youthful in likeness, yet wise with knowledge immeasurable. Ah yes, the old tradition. One of the least reliable methods of information retention and transmission. Hey, you know what? Fee's got jokes. Fee's got jokes. She hits those. It's alright. Oh, it's so funny. It appears that critical sections of the passage have been lost over the generations. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I bet there was a book's worth of information that hasn't gotten transferred. The youth who draws forth the guiding sword shall be known as the goddess's chosen hero, and it is he who possesses an unbreakable spirit. He shall be burdened with the task of abolishing the shadow of apocalypse from the land. Such is his destiny. With the spirit of the blade at his side, he shall soar over the clouds and plummet below. And united with the spirit maiden, shall bring forth a piercing light that resurrects the land. Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a whole world below, far more vast than Skyloft. Master, you must embark on a great journey beneath the clouds, to the vast realm of the surface. It is only through this journey that you can fulfill the mission set before you by my creator, the goddess. It is also the only method available for you to reunite with the Spirit Maiden, Honorable Zelda. This is no easy task, Link. The world below is a forsaken place. To reach it, you must pierce the cloud barrier below. In living memory, no one has ever done this. This tablet will illuminate a path through the clouds to the land below. Take it and place it within the altar behind me. Okay, at least he didn't do the full pose. Although the goofy look on his face is still a little weird. The weathered surface on this heavy stone tablet feels very old. Master, the first thing you must do is hit the crest sitting in this room with a Skyward strike. These blasts are a form of pure energy that charges within your blade when you lift it skyward. Once you have charged your blade, face the crest and swing your sword to send out a powerful Skyward strike. Yeah, we got sword beams, baby, let's go! Man, you never get sword beams in freaking 3D Zelda games. I can't get over the old, oh yes, the old tradition, one of the least reliable ways of transferring information. Of information transfer and retention. Master Link, it is done. Oh god, I didn't know they used this song so early. This song is my favorite one in the whole game. I hadn't remembered it until I came back to it when this version came out a couple years ago. It's called Gate of Time. Maybe a bit of a spoiler, but out of context, it doesn't mean much. I just call it time, because that's what it feels like to me. There's this heaviness to it. It has such a feeling of responsibility behind it. such a weight, like such magnitude behind it. That it's heavy. It feels like time, you know? And if I had to pick one song to set the tone for the whole game, it would be this one. There's such an immense sense of duty behind it. I mean, you know, Zelda games are always about somebody discovering a greater plan and a larger destiny before them. So what better song to represent that than a song it's just about time. Sorry, I'm a sucker, but it's just such a good song. Until now, a cloud barrier created by the goddess had separated the world you know from the one below. The tablet you placed in the altar has opened a small rift in the barrier. You can use it to travel through the clouds to the realm below. I have recognized you as my master, and so it is my duty to follow you wherever you may go. I reside within your sword and will accompany you on your travels. Summon me whenever you require my assistance. Link, listen a moment. The nature of the great apocalypse mentioned in the old texts is a complete mystery to me. But whatever it turns out to be, it seems that both you and Zelda have big roles to play in the destiny of this land. Just think, if what this fee says is true, Zelda is alive. Alive and no doubt coming to terms with whatever it is the goddess has in store for her. Should you heed the call of destiny, I don't know what dangers you may have to face, Link, especially down there. But if you've decided to be brave, or to brave the unknown, please find my daughter and bring her back to me. What we've seen here today defies explanation, but it is only the start of your journey. Please, see it through and prove the legends true. Okay? You do your people proud, Link. Dawn is drawing near. It's been a long night for both of us, hasn't it? You have a great journey before you, Link, and those clothes. They don't look up to the task. The uniform you would have received for winning the race should be ready by now. A sturdy uniform like that will prove much more suitable for a long journey. You'd better change before you go. The green uniform is what our knights will be wearing this year. To be honest, I've had my doubts about the color. You don't say. But oddly enough, seeing you wear this uniform, I can't imagine a more fitting color for you. It's as though you were born to wear it. And that, everybody, is how we get the iconic Link uniform. Complete with a chainmail underneath. I like the inclusion of the chainmail in recent iterations of this outfit between Twilight Princess and this game. Take care on your journey. And be sure to stop by some of the shops at your bazaar and here in town to equip yourself properly for the travels ahead. I will return to my quarters and see if I can glean any useful information from the ancient texts. You are always welcome to stop by if you have questions. You and Zelda shall be in my prayers. May the goddess watch over and guide you both. It is nice that we have a confidant in all of this. We are not solely... We are solely harboring the responsibility, but we are not solely harboring the information, at least. I hear your sparring instructor, Knight Commander, also knows that you will be set out for Skyloft. He is concerned for you. Why don't you consider stopping by the sparring hall and speaking to him before you go? Link. Be safe out there. I'm counting on you to find Zelda. Yes, sir. Link. Hey, Fletch. That green uniform looks so adventurous. You sure look like a knight now. The headmaster said you're heading out to look for Zelda. You're really something else. I can never imagine doing what you're about to do. Put a lot of work into making this. You should take it with you. Link, you can't do that every single time somebody gives you an item. It's weird. You're scaring people, Link. You can store all kinds of useful gear in this handy piece of gear. You can store all kinds of useful gear. You can stir all kinds of useful gear in these items, in these handy piece of items. It's an adventure pouch. It's for adventures. It's neat because you can fit 4 things in it that you'll need on a big journey. You can buy all kinds of stuff at the bazaar that you can put in this pouch. You should go look. You can buy some potions and a shield. They'd fit in the pouch. They might come in handy on your adventure. Link, I just know you'll find Zelda for us. You know what, Fletch? This is actually a very nice gift. Hey, Link, just make sure you come back and see me. I will, man. Take care of yourself, Fletch.
Hey!
Colin? Hey, I just saw the news. Out of all of us, how come only you got promoted to senior class? Talk about stupid calls. It's because you suck, Colin. On top of all that, Bruce won't come out of his room and Zelda's missing. It's all your fault. Way to go there, buddy. Some senior class guy you are. I can only imagine the rage that would be welling up inside Link at being told that this is all his fault. Oh, yeah, I like this detail. This is Colin and Stritch's room. Oh, I like the detail that there were bugs on the wall. We'll get to why that's the case later. I like the detail that that's their room, because if you look, it's super cramped, very small. And it's because the person sharing the space is Groose, who took all of this to himself. Took all of this himself. Seriously, dude. I'm taking your stuff, man. I wish the game said, you really shouldn't look through other people's stuff, but it's Groose, so who the heck cares? Like, interesting detail though, he collects feathers. Like, of all different shapes and sizes. It's kind of a nice collection. Poor Zelda. This is your fault, you know. You could barely fly straight, and yet somehow you beat me in the race. Should have been me up there with her that day. But I guess I'll just have to be the one to save her. Yeah, well, good luck with that, bud. Link, congratulations on advancing. Wow, so this year's night uniform is dark green, huh? Looks neat. But Zelda will be really happy to see you in that. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure she's fine wherever she is. She'll definitely be home soon. Oh wait, so yeah, what was... Karane plus Colin? You mean this guy? Dang, Colin, you got game? Hey. Good for you. You know what? Good for you, Colin. I have high hopes for you, Colin. You'll come around one of these days. Are you taking off on your journey then now? Journey now? You probably won't be eating here for a while. Well, take care of yourself. Actually, you come home every now and then. Nothing like good sleep in your own bed. Not wrong, not wrong. I just want to make sure I talk to everybody. Right away. I like how there's this like the dramatic music of like, you're setting out on your adventure. Now, go on your adventure now, please. Yeah. Hey Link, you made it. Finally in senior class. That outfit suits you. But now is hardly the time to celebrate, right? I can't believe Zelda has gone missing. You and Zelda are so close. I know you must be worried sick. I don't know. I just have this feeling she's alive and well somehow, somewhere. We gotta believe that and wait for her to come home. Yeah, I'll certainly be waiting on that. Oh hey, your cat doesn't have any slash marks, does she? Lately I've been taking care of Mia for the headmaster. It's dangerous having her around. She's so adorable that I'm starting to think I need one of my own. Okay, that's all you have to say to me? Toss. I like how he turned to look at her. Holy crud. Oh, Mia's taking up your entire existence, my dude. Hey, what do you do at night when she becomes like a bloodthirsty monster and tries to kill you? Just wondering, just asking, just curious. Fee? Yeah, so Fee can give you all sorts of things. Can tell you what you currently should be doing. I don't know what a device is for. Playtime, I guess. Rumors? Rumors? If you want to pass the time until nightfall, you can always sleep in a bed. It is also possible to replenish hearts by sleeping in a bed. Oh. Duly noted. Well, no point in delaying further. Let's see, so there will be a handful of things to do before we jump down. I don't think there's like a whole lot of side activity that we can do right away, but we'll have to see. So? Link, the headmaster told me about Zelda. Poor girl, I'm worried about her. Now, I don't know all the details of what's going on here, but that sword you're carrying isn't from Skyloft. It's an ancient artifact that can only be carried by the Chosen One. Since you happen to be the one carrying it, I guess I can figure out a lot of the rest of this crazy story. I wish there was something else I could do for you. Like, maybe there is. Yes. Get a shield and come back here. Then I'll be able to teach you the secrets of defense. It's the least I can do for you. I'll do just that. Yeah, so there's like a whole bazaar here. Basically what Skyloft becomes, it becomes like your like home base. And I think it's like, it's way more of a home base than any other Zelda game has. Because like in Twilight Princess, your home base kind of becomes Kakariko Village. It's got some shops, you know, but it's not, but I mean, it's not the only place that has shops to buy things out. They kind of just like sprinkle shops wherever you need them. This is like the place you come to get and do anything you need, and to get anything you need, and to do anything you need to do.
No.
It's all here. And you come here a lot. And in order to alleviate some of the travel time that it would take from having to travel back and forth, I have something here. It is the Zelda and her Loftwing amiibo. I did buy it for the purposes of this playthrough, because I was like, because what this amiibo does is it gives you a mechanic that's just for this version of the game that allows you to warp back and forth between the surface and Skyloft whenever you want. Even I think it's set in the middle of a dungeon. I wouldn't use it for a dungeon. That seems kind of cheesy doodles unless I absolutely needed something in order to get like a side thing. So I'm gonna open that right now. I'm not gonna do like an unboxing or something because I don't have really a camera that would be good for that. I mean, hey, it's a really nice amiibo. Like I will say, amiibos are very nice and like very well made. I'll give him that. There we go. Nice. Yeah, so the reason I got this for this playthrough is because it's such a nice mechanic. It's a brand new mechanic, but they only this mechanic is completely tied to an external thing you have to purchase, right? And so my curiosity is just how useful this thing might be. And so we're going to find out. Because I do remember having to jump back and forth for whatever reasons, whether you need to quickly get a material, quickly buy something, quickly repair something, quickly upgrade something. Having to jump back and forth was always really, it takes a lot of time. It is not easy to transport back and forth. So this will hopefully alleviate a lot of the travel time from that process. So we'll see. And plus, there's a lot of situations where you'd want to be able to go back and forth between the sky and the surface quickly. So we'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out how useful that is. Think of this as an amiibo review over the course of this whole game. That's all this playthrough is an amiibo review. Anyways, I heard the news, Link. Zelda's fallen down to the clouds and you're going to look after her, is that right? Headmaster told me there's land beneath the clouds. Do you know anything about that? So that's the famous sword. But it won't do much good if you don't have a shield to protect yourself with. Here, take this with you. Oh. I didn't know that we got a shield for free. That's really awesome. Got a wooden shield. This light wooden shield breaks easily and can burn, so be careful how you use it. The wooden shield is light and maneuverable, but it's the weakest of all the shields. Also keep in mind that it's particularly vulnerable to fire. If it breaks, you can buy a new one at the bazaar. To equip a shield, hold that, select the shield you want to use, and then let go of that. If you're not sure how to use a shield, Knight Commander Aegis at your sparring hall will happily teach you. Now, a nice thing about items and stuff like that is most of the time it's as simple as holding down R and like moving the right stick to something. So it's actually not that bad. But yeah, this is our first shield. A bit haphazard, a bit thrown together, but it'll get the job done. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, a difference in this game compared to the other games that our shield has durability that's not just linked to being weak to fire. In the other games, the only thing that could destroy our wooden shields was fire. But now, it can actually just break outright, and we have to repair it. Your shields are not. I feel like this game might have been a test run for. Might have been a bit of a test run for durability on items for Breath of the Wild. Might have been testing this game has crafting, this game has stamina bar, this game has weapon durability. It's got all the things. Well, shield durability, not weapon durability, imagine. It's got a lot of bits and pieces of things that we're going to see come up in Breath of the Wild, so it's interesting to see that transition. But it does give this game a very unique feel, a unique sort of playstyle to it, I will say. Impressive, Link. There's a nice shield you have there. Well then, it's time I taught you the art of defense. We'll start with basic training. When you're worried about defense, take your shield out. Simple stuff, I know. But you need to review the basics. To lower your shield, swing your sword, then press B to put your sword and shield away entirely. Just be careful when trying to attack while on the defensive. Every time you swing your sword, you move your shield out of the way, lowering your guard. Why don't you try that at first? Oh, you click left stick, really? Oh, I assumed it was just like you hold it when you lock on like usual. No, you have to actually... Oh, what are you talking about more? Practical stuff? Okay. You ready? Oh, if you ready your shield right before an enemy attacks you, the force from your shield arm will repel the enemy's attack. This technique is called a shield bash, and it will give the enemy recoil, giving you an opening from which to attack. It's basically parrying, yeah. This technique is very useful against enemies who throw weapons at you or refuse to give you an opening for an attack. In a real battle, pulling off a defensive shield maneuver requires perfect timing. Believe me, you don't want to miss. Why don't you put what I learned to use in the defense practice log? Which is the one I was actually... Yeah, we can keep this up forever. Now, of course, I mean, parrying other enemies' attacks will be harder than that. But yeah, when you parry, you don't lose, durability on it, from what I remember. I see. Trying out for yourself is the best way to learn. Okay, that should be everything, though. Yeah, so they even have the sort of the parry timing, or timing your shield. Which, here's the thing, I like that. That adds a lot to the combat. Immediately, they can they can make more complex enemies that do more specific things because of like all these mechanics add together, and they make the combat like very enjoyable, I would say. Oh. Not afraid to be out in the open with other people, unlike Midna, right? Alright. Master, I have an update regarding the stone tablet and the resulting column of light it created. The column of light has appeared to the south of our location, and signs indicate that it has created an opening in the cloud barrier to the land below. I must also caution you that descending to the surface armed with only a sword would result in a decreased probability of survival. If you have not already done so, I would advise you to purchase a shield and potions at the bazaar in preparation for your journey. Hey Fee, I can see the giant column of light. It's right over there. But you know what? I appreciate the heads up. Thank you, Fee. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to do. I'll have to check as well. We are going to be going for 100%, which will mean a number of things. Piper, it's a dash of pepper. The culinary delight ready to be savored and enjoyed. The music for this place is pretty good, but it's especially good because depending on where you go, oh good heavens, this man, I forgot about this man. Depending on which shop you go to, the music changes, which is really cool. The instrumentation changes. It's like a really nice touch. What's this? What is it that my eyes behold? Oh, young man, with calamitous visions appear before me. You may choose not to believe me, but my eyes foresee a hazardous, thorny road ahead of you. But I can foresee what will befall you, for I am a fortune teller. Trust my piercing eyes. Listen to my pure and innocent voice. I will do you no harm. Gaze deeply into my eyes and come closer. I'm gonna spend all my money on this guy. Gaze into my eyes, stare deeply into my eyes. These eyes see many things. Oh yes, these lovely round eyes can even see into the future. Allow me to tell you your fortune, boy. Do you doubt these eyes? I look upon your shirt, boy, and I see a single thread loose on your sleeve stitching. Nothing can hide from these eyes. Normally I seek 10 rupees to tell a fortune, but this time I will charge but 1 rupee. Do you want me to tell you your fortune? Do you dare discover what fate these eyes see? Only 1 rupee. Okay. Yes. I knew it. Aha, what a treat. You are the first customer I've had in a while. Oh, I mean, I'm the best at what I do. You can trust these glistening eyes. Very well, let me see what I can see. Yes, your fortune. It's all coming into focus now. Aha! I see many things. All's revealed. Young man, are you about to head into a densely wooded area? Somewhere blanketed in green, yes? Ah, my eyes, they see all. Trees everywhere. Yes, many trees. Would serve you well to buy a wooden shield before you travel. I can see that you are a bit young and green yourself, so it couldn't hurt to take a heart potion with you. That's all I can see for the moment. My eyes, they grow weary. Come see me again should you lose your way. The freaking fist bump. I will admittedly poorly animated fist bump. So you're on your way to becoming a knight now, huh? No, I am a knight now. Congratulations. But I'm sure there's still plenty you don't know. Don't forget to... Thanks. Guru. Only one thing I do when you're tired. Get some sleep. You can sleep anywhere there's a bed, you know. Skyloft is a different place when the sun goes down. It's no lie. I can find a bed and take a nap to sleep till nightfall. All kinds of curious things to enjoy at night. I guess we will have to try that. I like how they mix in like air blowing and like metal slamming into this. And like a saxophone, it's so good. Welcome to the scrap shop. Hey, I can Gondo. Hey, I can use stuff you find to upgrade your gear and make it even stronger. If your shield takes a beating, no worries, I can fix it too. So what'll it be? Well, I don't need to fix my shield. I can upgrade stuff though. You got it. There are all kinds of items I have I can upgrade right now. There's one thing you can upgrade right now. Oh wait, we don't have anything, so we can't do anything with you yet. Hold on now, you changed your mind? Well, in all the... That's fine, come see me whenever you change it back, little buddy. I like Peaches. I like Peaches because I think she's funny, but then also as the game progresses, you get like increasingly more interesting dialogue choices with her. It's pretty good. Hello, welcome to the item check. Want to put any stuff into your pouch? Oh, from your pouch into storage? Okay, want to take something out of storage? That's fine. So is there anything in your pouch or in your storage you want to move? No. Oh, really? Great, not like my time is worth anything. Sorry, Peaches. Maybe later. There's not much we can do. God, this freaking guy. With freaking the music changes into something that feels like you're gonna have a panic attack. Hey, bud. Reuben, a customer. Hello there, friend. My shop carries the finest products you'll find anywhere. Please take a moment for your senses to savor the wonderful treasures I have prepared just for you, friend. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay. Yeah, of course someone's quite as savvy as you. Don't need to hear me ramble on. Straight on to business. Please, friend, feast your eyes on this landscape of fantastical treasures that I have prepared for you today. I love that. He perks up, and then when you leave. He looks less than happy. I don't think we can take anything else though, right? My friend, you don't appear to have a slingshot. I simply couldn't sell these in good conscience if you didn't have a slingshot. Perhaps I can interest you in some of my other wares? Well, I don't have a bow, and I don't think I have a... I need a bomb bag, right? I'm very sorry. I can't sell you those unless you have a bomb bag. Again, my apologies. I guess that would be unsafe. You actually have a speech bubble above your head, so can I do something with you? Hey, you there. Yes, you, the adorable boy with the golden hair. Welcome to the potion shop. You can drink our potions when you're injured to fill up your hearts. Hey, you're one of those knights, aren't you? Oh, one in training, at least. Let me tell you, one look at you, and I can tell you need my potions by the collection full. So don't try to slink away without stocking up. Oh dear. I'm about to ask if you have an empty bottle on you. So you make potions, but you don't make anything to contain them? That seems kind of strange, right? Just so you know, I can't sell you a potion if you don't have an empty bottle to pour it into. For some reason, I like you though. So I'll give you a spare empty bottle I've been keeping here in the stall. Oh, it's nothing. It's my little gift. You won't hear me say this often, but you can put other things in there besides potions inside this empty bottle. So it's a useful thing to carry around. Thank you, ma'am. That's like one of the big things to get before you leave. Next to the wooden shield. Your bottles fit your adventurous pouch. You can also upgrade potions over at her husband, over there off to the right there. But you need materials to do that as well. If you ever get to the point where you can't fit any more stuff in your pouch because it's full, you can always drop items off at the item check. So what would you like to buy? I always like games create these like ecosystems where like there's an item check lady, but there's like it paints a very strange picture of the world because like there's an item check lady for if you have too many items in your adventure pouch. But there's not a bank for rupees. Master Link. This treasure chest-like object is a relic of ancient times, left by the goddess for the chosen hero. However, I lack any information how it can be opened at this time. You lack the information for how to open it? Oh. It's this wee lad. Can't do anything with him yet. We'll have fun with those guys later. Well, oh right. So different potions do different things. Revitalization potion. Simply pour it on a broken shield. In moments, the shield will be as good as new. It's amazing. Not only that, but it's a multi-purpose mixture. It will even restore 4 hearts. Wow. I actually am going to take that one. That's particularly good. A bit of a 2-in-1 thing. It does the. Because I don't want to buy another shield. I'm gonna hang on to my money, you know, save up a bit. But also restores 4 hearts. It's neat. Thank you, sweetie. If you want a potion powered up, go see my husband at the end of the counter. He can mix something into it for you. What does this one do? Like, that's a Guardian potion. Makes you feel invincible. It's a potion that reduces the damage you take for a little bit. Huh. 200 rupees. No thanks. You don't want to do? I know some of my potions might taste a bit strange, but there's no denying what they do. They do what's advertised. Like how you can see, that's her husband. He's got a little baby on his back. Hello, welcome to my husband's little side business over here. Birdie, that's amazing. I infuse the potions my wife sells with new ingredients to increase their power. It's nothing really, it's just something I like to do. Well, do you have any potions you'd like me to infuse? Nah. I see. No bother to me. Hope to see you again someday. Sorry, dude. Yeah, it's funny. They tell you to go to the bazaar, but there's like nothing you can really do here for the most part yet. You can buy some tapestries. For my friend Zelda, I bet she'd like them. Yeah, I will say it. This game does paint a pretty dire image, or dire situation. Well, I like how Gepor is like, he's like, Link, you know, you need to understand the gravity of this of the situation, but at every turn, Link is 100% like eyes forward, focusing on what needs to be done. Like the moment Fi tells him that Zelda's alive, that he needs to take the sword in order to find her, he immediately rushes for it. And also, which is why, like, it would have been uncharacteristic to say anything but to give Gepor anything but assurance that, like, you are going to commit yourself to this task ahead, right? Because he gives you 3 options, and you could say like, it's so much, no way, or okay. And I like how it's just okay. It doesn't even feel like a resounding like okay, like a cry of assuredness. It's just like okay. It's like because like at that point, Link already knows that he's going to do this. There was no doubt in his mind that he was going to do this. So I think it just goes to Frodo's his sort of Frodo's painting a picture of him, for sure. Master, the column of light is visible from here. So it is. Dive off a ledge and call your Loftwing from here, where you can see the column of light. It is time for you to set out on your search for Zelda. You can call your Loftwing with that, and after you dive. Hey, look up there. It's Beetle's air shop. It's here. He sells bug nets there. I want one so bad. There's a bell hanging down from the shop. If you ring it, Beetle will stop for you and pick you up. But that bell is off the ground. You have to launch something at it. Have any hope of ringing it? Methinks a slingshot is in our future. Again, don't know why. Like what the point of a slingshot is when there are going like there are there's a bow. We already know there's a bow. We just saw a bundle of arrows.
Hey!
Hey, Giacomo. Hey there, Link. You know what's funny? Folks here call this light tower. Call this the light tower. It's supposedly here to help people find Skyloft, prevent them crashing into us. But I've never seen any light coming out of it. I wonder who built it and why. You should climb all the way to the top anyway. It's one amazing view of the goddess up from up here. Me? No, thank you. I'm good right down here. Me and heights, we don't get along. Really? That's Tragic. You live a tragic, tragic existence. I'm going to climb a ladder very normally. I'm being very normal. Don't even worry about it. Okay, we got some goods. Let me see if there's anything else that we can do. Other than, I mean, we'll go chat up with some people. Oh.
Hi.
Hey, where's your daughter? Hi, Link. Have you seen Kukiel anywhere? I swear, that child can disappear in the blink of an eye. She's quite a magician. Kukiel is not here. That sounds concerning. Are you not concerned? Well, I have an idea. I know where that plot thread eventually leads. Don't know if we can get to it though.
Hi.
Oh, so you won the wing ceremony and graduated the senior class. I can tell by that handsome knight's uniform you're wearing. Looks very dashing on you. Let's step closer to night today. Thank you, thank you. You're making me blush. Nothing in that tree. Can't just explore around and see everybody else in town. But what we may also want to try doing is turning it to night and see if anything changes. All that lug does is make one filthy mess after another. I swear he leaves a grease spot wherever he sits. I know he likes Tinker and... Oh, okay, so she's the mother of Gondo. I don't know with his oily doodads, but I'm drowning in dirty laundry here. That lug? That's right, my greasy-fingered son who runs the scrap shop in the bazaar. He's up at unspeakable hours trying to repair that rusty old robot he inherited. What he intends to do with that scrap heap rejected beyond me. So we do just have robots. Hey, the environments in this game are so detailed, though. Because if you look, it's all freaking laundry and linens and stuff, and then on his side is freaking mallets and a toolbox. Now, something crazy you can do. You can sleep in anybody's bed at any time until morning or until night, and you just throw yourself onto other people's beds, and now I've just been sleeping in their house. Hey, up to some late night mischief, huh? Better watch yourself or a remnant will take a bite out of your backside. Most of us don't go out after dark without a really good reason, you know? Fair enough. Now, if I remember correctly, there is no reason to be out here at night. Oh. We got some chew jelly, finally. Yeah, I don't think you can get materials until after you, until after Zelda is lost. From what I remember. Don't mind me, just gonna do some late night grave robbing. If Kapoor could see me right now, he would probably be shocked, ashamed, frightened at the prospect that this is the guy who he needs to save his daughter, or who's supposed to save his daughter. Yeah, there's a couple interesting things. They The reveal that Zelda is also most likely a chosen one in this situation. That there is some sort of great destiny unfolding here. But that also, can we just... Yeah, so we have Skyward Strikes now too, which is cool. They got freaking money on all these pumpkins. Not that we really need to be hoarding money, just smashing pumpkins is pretty freaking fun. Oh no, it was a little bug soul. I killed the bug. Oh, that's tragic. That's terrible. Oh, I think there's one thing we can see. Oh yeah, you can't do freaking... You can't even pull out your sword when you're tired, so that's something to remember. Link, just look at Kukio sleeping. She sure is a cutie. She makes all the hard work I do meaningful and gives me a reason to keep on doing it. No idea who or what Uncle Bats is. Silly girl. She's talking about somebody named Uncle Bats. Let's play Uncle Bats. And you're not the least bit concerned?
Hi.
Oh, good evening. It's awfully late, but there's something I can do for you? I'm gonna sleep in your bed. No way. You can't let me sleep in the same bed that your wife, and your daughter sleep in. You can't. I know you know me. I know I'm like a family friend, right? But it's messed up. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't allow for this. Can I sleep in Cruz's bed? That's what I want to know. Oh. Oh, it's your mom. I should have figured. I can see it from seeing her hair. Hey, you, Link, what are you doing up so late? I'm hungry. Mom's still cooking. But it's taken forever. When will it be ready? Just making sure she had a face, because we've only seen her, like, from behind. So she cooks all day for work, and then she cooks all night? That sounds like a single mother household, alright. It's just interesting to see, because like I said, you get to see everybody's like connections and stuff like that. See who's with who and who lives where. Oh, haven't seen you before. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the home of Skyloft's most popular father and daughter dream team. What? You telling me you don't even know who I am? Well, believe it or not, I used to be the most popular guy in Skyloft. Mr. Skyloft, that was me. I love the way this guy's design is amazing. But you might relate better if I told you I was the proud father of Skyloft's most popular girl. Petrus, princess of the item check. How's that? Does that clear anything up for you, young fella? No. Not at all. Not in the least bit. Hey, Petrus. Isn't there anyone special out there for me? I wonder. I wish I could find someone to share beautiful love with. Hey, buddy, do you mind? Do you always just walk into people's houses without asking permission? I kind of just assume that's what we do here in this place. You know what? I do mind, and I'm going to sleep in your bed now because because you questioned me. You questioned what I'm about. I sleep in your bed. That's how it works. And then you can just do that. I don't know what, like, what did she do when she turned around to go to bed herself and she sees that I'm sleeping in a bed? Is she, like, okay with that? Does she not think that's freaking weird? Yeah, I mean, with that, I think we're just about good to go. We can't do anything there yet, and there are things, you can see connections and relationships that have started popping out, that are sprinkled around this city, in this town. You can see hints of things to come in the future, here and there, but there's nothing really for us to do yet. This game's pretty straightforward. Like I said, there's a much more linear experience, and at this point in the game, they really want you to be heading off and down to the surface, because the surface is where the real adventuring takes place. So that is something that we will do. Oh, you can actually see the sword glow when Fee has something to say, but all she's going to tell us is, hey, the green light. Master, the column of light is visible from here. No, I know, Fee. I know, Fee. No, we don't gotta do this again. Okay, Fee. I understand. There will maybe be a island or two we can visit before heading off, but we'll get there in the well, actually, well, maybe we can see that right now. Let's head out. Because let's see here. Yeah, so here's your sky. It's a lot of rocks. And then sometimes there's an island to walk on, or an island to walk on, or an island to walk on. It's a very big. It's very empty. There's not a whole lot of traversing to do in it. The flying music is great. Listen, here's the thing, right? Oh, yo. Hey, that's 20 bucks. Aerial combat is kind of, how we say, finicky. If they let me lock on, it would be easier, but the lock on button just, the camera always really wants to tilt down too. But it's like, I don't want to. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, he didn't have the money anymore. Wait, where'd the money go? Does he eventually drop the money? That's tragic. That makes me so sad. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the disappointment with the sky I think stems mainly from the fact that they advertise the sky so much as like, oh, you're gonna have a bird, there's a huge sky area to go explore around. Hey, I'm trying to get off. How do I get off this thing? Oh, there we go. There we go. Had to press down on the D-pad. Weird option. It also wasn't displaying that option. But yeah, there's a little pumpkin tavern place. And look at that. Yes. I yearn for it. Some familiar faces. Hey, Keith. Listen to this. The old guy over there says he saw a demon. He obviously tried to get into Kina's... Oh, trying to get Kina's attention, but he won't get anywhere using creepy lines like that. You think that's gonna get somebody's attention? Customers wishing to see the Lumpy Pumpkin's famed chandelier should visit the second floor viewing gallery. I mean, I can see it right here. You believe me, don't you? Believe what? There's a fiendish demon living in Skyloft. I'm telling you, I came this close to getting eaten by that evil beast. You look like you've gotten a little night training, but you'd better keep your guard up or he'll take a bite out of you too. A demon in Skyloft? Sure. I know, right? You're a good kid.
Hi.
Hi, Kina. Well, welcome. I can see from your handsome outfit that everybody thinks my outfit's handsome. I think that, I mean, we all can admit the hat's pretty silly though, right? I love the hat, don't get me wrong, but I also think it's silly. We can all admit that, right? That you're a Skyloft knight. I hope you make yourself at home. Have the rupees sitting on the top of the chandelier caught your eye? Don't go thinking you can get those down, you hear? You might think you can knock the rupees down by bumping something and make the chandelier shake, but don't even think about it. Are we clear? Why did you put rupees in the chandelier?
Hi.
Hey, Pum. Welcome to every bird rider's favorite rest stop, the Lumpy Pumpkin. This is the one and only place you can enjoy some of our famous pumpkin soup. What do you think? You want to try a bit and see what all the buzz is about? Maybe just a little. I'm impressed that a young man like yourself can appreciate the refined taste. Just 10 rupees a bottle. Oh, I don't. My bottle's full of a vitalizing potion. I'll have more bottles at some point. Well, I get it, sure. I like that. He's like, okay. Looks away. Okay, fine, whatever. I get it, sure. This place is good for more than just drinking soup. You can also meet some colorful folks here. Make yourself at home. But don't break anything or I'll make a mess of my pub. Especially my special ordered custom-made chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Gosh, you see what they're doing here, right? I don't want to see you shaking it. Don't even look at it sideways, am I clear? You know what they're doing here, right? Don't you understand? They task me. Oh, this is where you are. Hey, Link. I don't think I'd see you here. But you wonder what I'm doing here. Not really. Not really. I always knew you want a bug lover like me. Alright, Stritch. Tell me what you're doing here. I think I mentioned this before, man, but I'm really into bugs. That's why I'm out here collecting insects wherever I think I'll find them. If you have a bug net, too, you should try catching some. If you don't have one, you could pick one up at Beetle's Air Shop. I'm sure that sweaty shopkeeper is flying around Skyloft now. Skyloft is only a flap or 3 to the northwest. Now accepting applications for workers to plow the pumpkin fields. Oh, neat. No rough housing in the balcony. Big ruckus has caused the chandelier to shake. You see what I'm seeing, right? That is a heart piece. And I want it. Come on. You know what I want. He just starts smashing everything. Why? This is one of my favorite side quests in all of the Zelda games. It's not even a question because you walk in here and Kina and Pum both say, hey, you know, make yourself at home, you know, have a nice time, go talk to some people. Hey, but whatever you do, don't shake the chandelier. Just don't. There's one rule here. Don't shake the chandelier. And then you immediately walk upstairs and do it anyways. And his response is, why would you do that? Get down and come here this instant. Oh no, you've gone and made a terrible mess of things, haven't you? Well, now you're gonna be in a world of trouble. What if I just left? What if I just ran? Well, okay, well, first off. If you were wondering, hey, can I get this heart piece without that? You know what? Actually, wait. Actually, you might be able to. Actually, I totally forgot there's an item later on that could totally go up there and get it. Oops. Don't even pretend that was an accident. I put signs up there to warn people to be careful about the chandelier and everything. Well, I washed my hands of the whole thing. Don't be surprised if my dad gives you a royal chewing out. Hey, how you doing? What is wrong with you? No, listen, sir, I'm going through some stuff. I lost my best friend, and like a crazy computer is like in my sword and is like whispers to me about things I have to do in a great destiny, and I'm just under a lot of stress right now, man. Just look at what you've done. You broke my fancy custom ordered chandelier. You're gonna be working for free until you pay off every single rupee that chandelier cost me. You got that? Are you ready to own up to your responsibility? Of course. That's right. I'm gonna hold you to that. Now, let's not waste any time putting you to work. I need you to deliver famous soup to Aegis, Skyloft's Knight Commander. Knight Commander is a regular here. He says he can't get his day started without a bowl of my soup. What do you say? Ready to deliver some soup to Knight Commander? Yep. Hey, you haven't got an empty bottle. You need an empty bottle if you want to carry soup. Oh, I think I always do this. Crud. Oh, I see you brought an empty bottle with you like I asked. Well, great. Alright then, but here's the hot pumpkin soup. Deliver that to Knight Commander. We'll get cold in 5 minutes. Listen up, kid. The Knight Commander hates cold soup, so you're gonna take this hot soup over to him. I'd say you got to deliver it in less than 5 minutes, or the soup gets cold. So yes, sir. I'm sorry. I had to for the memes. It's too good. It's so funny. Why would you do that? Onward to soup. We just have to fly over to Skyloft. So I'll catch you when I go over there and do that. Oh. I was trying to splat because it's super funny when you jump off a thing and just hit the ground. What? The layout of this place is pretty memorable though. So that's good at least. Could stand to have littered the area with a little bit more stamina fruit, I think. Aegis. Hey, Link, have you been working hard on your swordsmanship? I smell something. I know that oathy aroma. Isn't that my favorite pumpkin soup? I asked the owner of the lumpy pumpkin to bring me some, but you went out of your way to deliver some for me? That's right. Oh, you could totally just take the soup and run and drink it yourself, couldn't you? Dang. Yes, give it to me. So, wait, you have to confirm it twice? You can just be like, yeah, I have the soup for you, and then we just, oh, give it to me. Sorry, I'm not going to do that. Here you go. Good heavens. So good. This is the stuff. Pumpkin soup is best piping hot. Well done. Say thanks to the owner for me. No problem. I'm back to the lumpy pumpkin. Well, I may pay for my sins. I mean, you just... Whether or not you can get that item with a different thing, going in there and just wrecking shop is the funniest thing. Is it like in line with this link at all? No, I would say not. Whoa. I dove right past. Oh, because I held up too hard, I think. Anyways, see you in a moment. Ugh. There we go. I can sleep in your guys' freaking beds now too. I can seriously, I can come in here. I can break your chandelier, your really nice custom ordered chandelier, and then I can sleep in your beds right after. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. What a nightmare. Hello, sir. I see you've delivered the soup to Aegis. I'll subtract your pay from the bill for the chandelier. But you're not done yet. I'm already scheming about what I need you to do next. I'm gonna need some time to think about this, though, so come back and see me later. So, yes, sir. Something interesting to note is that if you noticed, the fact that this tunic is just it is not a chosen tunic. It is not. It is simply a tunic that is bound to a tunic that is bound to the music here, it feels a little familiar. It's almost got a little bit of the Kakariko village from Twilight Princess in it, a little bit of those vibes. But yeah, the tunic that we're wearing is just bound to where we live. It's just a knight uniform, right? There's nothing special or chosen about the garb, unlike in Wind Waker or Twilight Princess. In Ocarina of Time, it was merely just the clothes that it was Kokiri clothing. That Kokiri's just sort of wore for no other reason than because they did. Look, you know, we caught her yawning. Oh, look, it's the brave knight who slayed the chandelier. Still working it off, huh? Say, it's almost pumpkin picking season. I wonder how I'm gonna lift all those heavy pumpkins this year. Hi! The brave knight who slayed the chandelier. I really like Kina's dialogue. The dialogue is pretty top-notch in this game, I will say. I just can't get over the pure simplistic rage of why would you do that? What's wrong? I'm still thinking about what I need you to work on. Why? Because you still need to pay off the fancy chandelier. Well, you gonna add more profits and buy some soup? I could, but it only lasts 5 minutes, right? I should go get a revitalizing potion. I see. I guess you can do something else to work off the chandelier. Give me some time to come back. Aye, aye, Captain. But yeah, so it's no secret that this game is positioned timeline-wise. This game is positioned before everything. That's why there is very little outside of the names of the two main characters, Link and Zelda. There is very little iconography. Well, there's very little iconography or names or anything mentioned that connects to the other games, because this is a prequel to all of them. That's why there's not a mention of 3 goddesses, but a singular goddess who waged war with demons who came from the earth. This is a game that predates everything. And in doing so, it has the very tall order of giving a reason for why everything ever happens in future games. Whether or not that reason is good to you or striking to you is up to you personally. I think this game gives a very interesting perspective on how the land of Hyrule came to be, how the land of Hyrule and the peoples in it, and just sort of the the legends of Zelda, how that came to start. Where did the cycle begin, right? Because it's always a cycle, and this is the very beginning of the cycle. This is the thing that sets that cycle into motion. So it's interesting to see that unfold.
Hi.
Anyhow, I think with that, there's nothing else we need to do. I'm gonna go buy another revitalizing potion before the next part. I'm gonna do that off screen. But next time, we will actually set out on the real adventure of it, finally. I've been going real slow, real steady. There's a lot of people to talk to, and it's very worth talking to everybody in this game. I feel like it's very worth taking in the game, taking in the environments and the people in it, at a sort of a casual pace. You know, I'm not speed running this. No point in doing that. And the whole point of the series has been me sort of taking things in. And I also want to go, I think, particularly slow with this game. I mean, this game sort of has a much slower pace in general, I think. But also, I'd like to go slow anyways, because I've only played this game once. So I want to make sure that I'm really, like, taking it in. So because I'm really curious how I'm gonna feel about it by the end of it. Anyhow, I will see you on the next side. If you liked this, then you can always leave a like or a dislike or a thumbs up, thumbs down. You can hit the notification bell and subscribe to get notified of things in the future that come out. I make a little bit of everything on this channel, whatever I feel like in the moment. And yeah, I will see you on the other side.